McDonald's manager is recovering after a customer hurls hot coffee at her. She was a...
She was in front of me and apologized to somebody for being here over an hour. That's what you can have. Yeah, within 20 minutes.
I got her all over her arm, her neck a little bit, and the shirt was just covered.
The McDonald's manager suffering minor burns, and the customer just walked out.
If it had been on her face, she'd been turned around. Who knows how bad it would have been.
Yeah.
I have worked in customer service, both in the food and clothing industry, and things like this make me very sad because it reinforces the idea that people only do this because they feel that they can get away with it.
Just after Justin Rogalski and his fiancée Tara ordered a snack wrap and a McChicken, a scene emerged in the McDonald's lobby in Buena Vista near Saginaw. Yes, she seems very calm.
Yeah, she was very calm.
The couple says the woman's mobile breakfast order was canceled when she got to the McDonald's.
She didn't seem like she was going to do that. She was actually very nice. I was talking to her for a little bit.
Despite the manager promising a refund using ma'am and telling her to have a good day, that temper bubbled over.
And it was definitely hot. There was steam coming out of the
She just gave it to her.
Thankfully, the couple did pull out their cell phone to record. Once police posted their video on Facebook, the woman was identified in minutes. She's not under arrest yet.
I mean, she threw hot coffee on someone. That's assault.
Heck yeah.
Now, the lady identified in this video is known to be Keshara Brown, and she's 48 years old. You will think that the older you get, the more mature and the more calm you are with just life situations. You realize that with experiences that not everybody is in a good place in their life, and not everybody should be treated with disrespect, no matter the circumstances in which you encounter them. But I was wrong.
Emotional damage!
Choosing to throw hot steaming coffee tea, McDonald's, because I worked in McDonald's before, throwing hot coffee tea at somebody simply because you cannot get your refund immediately, you will get your money back. But simply because you cannot get your refund immediately is crazy. You have anger and mental health problems.
Stop it. Get some help.
And funny enough to think that you getting your refund is not even a McDonald's problem, it's a bank problem. And this is where things get pretty unfortunate because it feels like things like this come up over and over and over again, and we are beating the dead horse at this point.
You mean to tell me that lady got up and went to McDonald's, got a fresh, hot, piping hot coffee. Something goes wrong. We're not sure what happened. I couldn't tell you what happened. The customer and the McDonald's employee going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The employee's like, you're not listening to me. You're trying to talk over me. The customer's like, I don't have to listen to you. Basically, the customer's always right. While walking away, the customer then takes that fresh, hot coffee, takes the lid off, and toss it onto the McDonald's employee. This woman is screaming in agony, pain, and the customer runs out the store. Whole time, people are recording it. The employee is just in pain. And this all happened because why? Or what could have happened that would make you throw some hot coffee on another person? I don't know if this woman got caught. I'm praying that she got caught. But this is some crazy stuff, right?
Because how many times are we going to talk about the abuse that employees bear at the hands of customers simply because they're the ones that are paying for the service? All because you pay for a service doesn't give you the right to talk to the person that's offering you that service poorly. Because regardless of what you may think, we are all connected. You may be paying for a service here, but you're offering a service to somebody else.
True. That's true. And yeah, that's true.
And if you would know that you will feel bad if a customer treated you this way in your own place of work, why would you treat somebody else in their own place of work in this manner when it may not even be their fault for what is happening to you? Now, up until this time, the customer that threw the hot drink at the manager has not been found, and the manager is facing or experiencing minor bruises on her body, particularly on her neck and her lower jaw. And the reason why this topic is so important is because it is not an isolated event. This situation happens to a lot of people in customer service jobs, especially places like McDonald's and other fast food restaurants. Wait for a second, I gotta ask a question. Have you all subscribed to this channel yet? I know you are enjoying this video, so make sure you subscribe so we can fly. Back to the video. And as somebody that has had a place in these areas of work, I have experienced or seen things like this to some certain degree. This behavior is unfortunately also encouraged by the food industry. They have rang it down to their employees that the customer is always right in most circumstances, or probably in every circumstances, when it is false. Sometimes we have crazy customers, and all because you're trying to make money doesn't mean that you should put up with some nasty attitude or behavior.
I feel bad saying this, but we need to stop making excuses for customers. Just because someone is senile or older or lived a different life than we do nowadays does not give them excuses to treat us like garbage. I have been unknowledgeable about things. I have been confused about things, but I've never treated someone horribly because of that. Just because someone can't do what I want them to do at their job does not mean I'm gonna start harassing them or yelling or being angry and volatile towards them. Oh, they're older. Oh, they don't know better. Oh, they don't know how to handle themselves. That is not a problem with us. That's not an excuse. It's an explanation, but that doesn't make it justified. My dog is angry, sorry. It's exhausting trying to explain this and then people constantly saying that's a part of your job or that's normal for the job. Being harassed and literally sometimes being is not something that should ever be part of your job description.
I'm tired of customers acting like they own the employees. I hope the lady gets sued into oblivion. While you're waiting for your food, we all get that food is needed for survival. And that is an understandable point. But to throw hot liquid is even understandable if you come to the place where your food is meant to be sent from and express your concern or express your complaint. But they offered you a refund and they offered you coffee because they're trying to make peace. But taking that hot coffee or what was done in good faith and throwing it at the manager who had nothing to do with what you're going through poses a serious criminal harm and can be seen and should be seen as physical assault.
It's a huge problem. It's a huge problem. That is a huge problem. It's not just big, it's huge.
Now, this case ties broadly into workplace safety, customer entitlement, and liability when conflict escalates, right? And there's a whole history with this and hot beverages that have caused serious injuries. One should realize that even though customers are valuable to the brand and corporations, their employees are just as valuable, if not more, because they are what keeps the system running. And the legal system should be treating and taking this kind of actions rather than just mere misbehavior. They should be taking it as assault, and some people should be fined, most case arrested, if things really get out of hand.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Did y'all see the McDonald's video? The customer is always right. That quote, it's not the full quote. The full quote is the customer is always right in matters of taste. But everyone chooses to leave out the in matters of taste part because they want to tell you how to run your business. They want to tell you that they are right when they think they should get something for free. People love taking that quote out of context. What it's really meant to say is if a customer wants their dirty martini like shaken instead of stirred because that's their preference, they are right. And I agree with that quote. If you want me to make you something and you want Rumplements in your Bloody Mary and that's how you drink them, cool. Like, I'll make it for you as long as you like it that way. That's what I want to do for you. If you want to buy an ugly hat from a store, it's so ugly, but you want to buy it, the customer is always right when it comes to matters of taste. I've had drinks thrown on me as a bartender before, but never hot coffee. McDonald's hot coffee.
Now, life is already tough, and no matter who you are, you will always have bad days. Everybody will experience their fair share of bad days. Everybody will experience their fair share of good days. But what you do during those two periods of your life highly impact and show the type of character you have as a person. And if you take your bad days to make other people feel bad, is it any surprise as to why your life hasn't gotten better? Every good deed or bad deed that you do will always come back to affect you or people around you in some way, shape, or form. The only problem is that, or the only unfortunate thing with that, is that you will not know how it will come back. Doing a bad deed, if you think it's going to come back the same way that you did it, you'll be fairly surprised that sometimes the bad deeds that you get done back to you or people that you care about may be from things that are not even connected that you've done before. Here are some comments. She's not so old that she can't understand how computers work. And a lot of people may be older, but their emotional maturity and capacity to think and sympathize with other people is very low. And that's the unfortunate thing, because even though we all grow physically, growth in other aspects of our lives has to come by choice. I have worked in customer service for plenty of years, and honestly, the customer is almost never right. And that's because the customer does not get a full perspective of what goes on behind the scenes for their order to be given to them. And even though they don't understand, you still have to be respectful of other people. Nothing should ever get to a point where you have to be physically abusive or verbally abusive to another human being that is giving you the order that you asked for. I wish my managers followed the whole quote. And that's the thing, people pick and choose what best serves them. If you are to revisit this topic, a lot of things will have to change, and a lot of companies are not willing to do that because they know that it will decrease the incentive for customers to give them their money. Let me know your opinions in the comment section. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share.